on the seventh. God ended his work which he had made, and he rested on the seventh day for all the work he had done. And in Genesis 2 and 7, and the Lord formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. This is where God handed over to man his destiny. This is where God had said, I've created all of this for you. Now I've created you as well. Now what are you going to do?
All right.
What's your job? What's your job? I want to read a little story too. And this is not on my computer, so I'm going to have to go to paper. And I've been trying to conserve going green. That's why you didn't get paper today. A little story. This is a story about 4 people named everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was sure that somebody would do it. But nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought that anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody blamed somebody when nobody could have done what anybody could do. Thinking about this little job. In Scripture, job is defined in Deuteronomy 4:29 and 30. This is our job. It states 4:29 and 30, Deuteronomy. But if from hence thou seek the Lord thy God, seek the Lord thy God, thou shalt find him. If thou seek with all thy heart. Now, did it say some of your heart? 50% of your heart? 95% of your heart? All of your heart. And in Bible study, Pastor teaches us, you know, that whole heart. And there are many other scriptures that I could go to where it mentions your whole heart in which you should seek him. When thou art in tribulation, and all things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to the Lord thy God, and shalt be obedient unto his voice, just like I was obedient to my pastor when he didn't give me that June date, and pushed me on into August, and he just challenged me. And thank God for you, Pastor, because you got it going on.
All right.
You got it going on. In Psalms 119 and 2, it says, blessed are they that keep my testimonies, and that keep him, and seek him with a whole heart. At this point, I want to share something with you that's near and dear to me, because it's all about me and my relationship with God, and I know you have yours. But I want to tell you a story about Joseph. Are you all familiar with Joseph?
Yes.
No, not the Mary Joseph. Not the Joseph that fathered the virgin child, Jesus. Not that Joseph. This Joseph was the son of Jacob. And this Joseph had many, many, many other brothers. In Matthew 28 and 20, it says, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you, and lo, I'm with you always, even until the end of time. This story about Jacob, when he was a little boy growing up with his brothers in the city of Ur, he was a tattletale. He was a show-off. He was a bragger. And Joseph used to tell on his brothers all the time and get them in trouble. Joseph even ended up being Jacob's favorite son. And he would get Joseph all of these lavish things. Like if he got a coat, Joseph would get the most expensive, lavish looking coat. And of course his siblings, they got a little jealous about this because father is showing all of this attention to Joseph, and he's a tattletale. We don't like him. He gets us into trouble. He brags a lot. You know, he started bragging, and he told his father and his brothers and all of his family, he said, your weak will bow to my weak. And he said, in fact, all of you are going to bow to me. Brothers and sisters were a little bit upset, but father, he was like, wait a minute, son. That's disrespectful. You're telling me that I'm going to bow to you? He was very upset.